There's a lot of things wrong with Anna Paul. It's way easier to hate me for calling her out when she's wrong than accepting that the Anna you guys love and idolize so much never existed. You don't know her. You don't know her like I know her. You have never met her, and if you have, it's nothing more than a 5-second selfie. These people that watch her don't know the Anna that I know. They know the other Anna, the one she wears when the camera starts rolling. I can't blame the parasocials because I too would do the same for someone that I looked up to. But my experience with Anna was a lot different to all of you. Mine was a real experience. Everything Anna does is calculated, but she masks the manipulation extremely well with an innocent sweet girl facade, posting all of these videos about self-love and body positivity. Anna, remember that god-awful trend of people posting photos of influencers that they would and wouldn't feel comfortable wearing a bikini around? Remember those slideshows people would make with everyone in the family, of all of you being labeled as safe and my photo was at the end marked as I would never feel safe in a bikini around Mikaela? Meanwhile, right before these videos were trending in 2021 on the South Bank Bridge, when you were peak body positivity, love yourself version of Anna, a plus-size fan came up to you and asked for a hug and a picture. You smiled at her. You told her that you loved her. She told you how your words online have helped her be more comfortable in her body. The moment she walked away, you told Atis that she was annoying and gross and you didn't want to agree to the hug because she was fat and sweaty. Atis laughed. These were your words, Anna. I heard them. Things like this were a common occurrence. Seeing your fakeness in the flesh was such a disturbing experience. Your fans mean nothing to you, just like the animals you buy and palm off to others. Watching you be praised online for being kind and caring, but behind the facade lived an evil person. All while I'm receiving hate because I didn't create content like you. Everything people accuse me of being is exactly who you are. That was just the beginning of the pot that started boiling within me. Anna's performative generosity, like hiding money in cities or dishing out giveaways behind a paywall, reek of superiority. Watching her fans scramble over scraps, fighting each other because they need these funds while she films it, flaunts her designer labels, endless holidays, and material excess. This is dystopian and out of touch. Anna is preying on the vulnerability and desperation of impressionable young fans for her profit under the disguise of self-love, empowerment, and giving back. Anna may give back to the odd few people, who she can post on her Instagram story for more promotion, but everyone else falls short. Anna, if you truly wanted to give back to your fans, you would use a free platform such as your giant Instagram page with over 2.4 million followers. Or, if you truly wanted to give back to your OF subscribers, you would do it privately within that platform. By posting IG stories advertising that you're sending money to subscribers, you are directly trying to lure new customers over to your page, a page which costs $16 to access. This $16 is essentially a lottery ticket. With the 7-hour difference in time steps between posting your initial promo story on Instagram to actually sending money, it's clear that in that time you allowed the subs to reel in, as this was just a plot for profit rather than a give-back situation as you disguise it as. Then posting further stories of screenshots sending few people $500 saying you know where to find me, incentivizing more to subscribe and fall for this in hopes to win. The whole premise of you luring your largely underage fan base to a website containing pornographic photos of you in the hopes of them winning your illegal lottery gambling scheme is so twisted and weird. If you charge an entry fee in order for somebody to win something, it's classed by law as a lottery in Australia. Anna is not licensed to hold lotteries. It's unethical, illegal, and against OF and Instagram's T&Cs. And on top of that, it's exploitation, particularly for her young audience. You only need to ID check to be a creator on the platform, not a spender. I've been on the platform for 6 years, I know it well, and we also conducted a test on this, which means these youths really are subscribing and tipping just like they told me that they have. People that love Anna will come up with all sorts of attacks on me to try and defend her behavior, and that's okay with me. I don't blame them. People may start pointing at me because I'm on the platform too. While I understand, I also testify. Only 3.4% of my following on Instagram, where this is displayed, is under the age of 18. Anna's statistics would paint much different story. I also never incentivize people to subscribe in the hopes or chances that I'd see their message of despair and send them a lump sum of money, like Anna, targeting her young female audience such as young mothers and high school girls. Another attack that Anna fans will use on me to defend her bad behavior is that I'm obsessed with her family and that I'm not over Atis. They spread all sorts of rumors about what they think happened. This rumor really bothers me and is not true in the slightest. Constantly being tied to such a horrible person and have lies told constantly about how you feel about them is horrible. You have only seen what I've allowed you to see. Anything after my first initial few videos I made, the rest were jokes for views and engagement. I broke up with him. It was my choice to never reconnect again. There was no contact from me to him during that entire time, despite his countless attempts to reach out to me. As I just said, it was exaggerated on my end for views because I know the content performed well, and it did. But I was well and truly over him months before we ended. I have never spoken truth to the internet because it isn't pretty. Everything I say going forward is the truth and will hold up in a court of law. Atis has physically abused me multiple times when I tried to leave him. He would hurt himself and threaten his life to scare me into not leaving after he would hurt me. He would take large percentages such as 50% of my income to manage me, but in reality there was no managing, and I personally think it was financial abuse. After we broke up, he took jewelry from my room, hacked into my bets accounts, withdrew money, and then deleted the accounts, thinking I wouldn't notice. When I caught him, he sent it back and played a fool. Then crypto went missing from my accounts, which he set up for me. I accused him but had no proof as crypto is anonymous, so I legally had to backtrack while also being manipulated by him and Anna over the phone. I have sent him just about $1 million for numerous work or investments he's done for me and never saw anything from it. He is a cold-blooded scammer. He has not only scammed me but the public, and this started in him from a young age. There has been things he has been in trouble for in the past, but I cannot speak on them because he was underage. Then these crypto group controversies followed years later, which I had nothing to do with, and begged him to stop because it ruined my reputation online being affiliated with him. Atis was also accused publicly of rape by his ex-partner, to which I believed back then. I even messaged her that I did believe her. I believed her because her story was something that actually had been happening to me already. And when I confronted Atis and told him I believed her, a fight broke out and he would threaten his life. As a result of what was happening to me, I would get UTIs, and that in turn has permanently affected another internal body part. I'm undergoing surgery in February to correct my body as I have debilitating health issues as a result. When this happened, our relationship plummeted and I couldn't be the same. Does this sound like a person that I would be obsessed with or want back? I left the wrath of that. In my opinion, it seems the Paul siblings have scamming running through their blood, and I'm not sure why, because they were raised with amazing parents that provided a lot for them. Their dad making triple the average Australian income per week had them living in a beautiful house on the water with a built-in pool. I've seen the house in person. It's beautiful. Being upper middle class is not being poor, Anna. Your exaggerated stories for the internet has always made your dad upset, and me, well, just angry.
No, it was, so we grew up not having a lot of money, but our family life was always so amazing, so it didn't matter that much. It was just...
For your children. I know what it's like to grow up with no money on Christmas. You know, my parents spent their last $20 on prawns so that we could have like a nice meal. My brother and I, we used to wrap plastic bottles, like orange juice bottles, and put them under the tree so it looks like we have a lot of presents like other family.
Like, literally, I thought I was gonna end up on the street. I'm not even joking.
I was a real victim of the system and poverty like you portrayed yourself online. Remember that time when he called you out in the living room? He didn't understand why you would post such things, and he called them lies. But you need this story, faking your poverty, so people excuse your schemes and wealth and feel bad for you. Every calculated story serving such an important role in supporting the other lies. This web you're weaving to entrap these people's pity. I am posting this because it's unethical and I care about children and young adults being conned by her. My motive for posting this is not for my own gain, jealousy of Anna, or obsession with Atis. Posting this isn't giving me any other than jeopardy, and I'm not the ones in debt promoting cash grabs. I have my own two legs to stand on and would never be jealous of someone like her. I have been friends with Anna since I was 15 years old, going on 10 years now. Our other friends that we shared witnessed the real life Anna and said things over the years, but it's always drowned out by the rally of her brainwashed fans. Someone needs to do it, and I've been through it all, for years. I just genuinely don't care about what the internet has to say any more about me. I'm just going to speak the truth and you guys can say whatever you want about it. If I had more time, I could tell you more stories in detail. Maybe. If Anna's fans don't bully me off the internet, you'd get some. Thank you so much for listening.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, when I was friends with her, she tried to get me with her sibling. I was going to say sibling. So I don't want to start any drama. Yeah. So what happened was I was friends with her and she tried to get me with her sibling, and she would always be like, I really want you to be my sister. I really want you to be my sister. And honestly just wasn't attracted to the person at all. Like, at all. And I remember, like, the person would always take photos of us. And because I, like, wasn't interested in him and she was trying to make us date, I remember we're all hanging out, like, all of us, and he got with her, and then everyone stopped being friends with me. There's another friend group. Everyone stopped being friends with me, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't even know what was going on. I honestly thought I did something wrong, and it was such a shit time. And then when I spoke to her again, when I was in LA, we talked about it in person, which was so nice, because when you have beef with someone, you just want to talk to them and sort it out, even if you're just like really nice to be just civil. My battery, because it's on 11%. But so I love when I sort shit out, because even if it's just civil, even if it's like, okay, you did shit thing, I did a shit thing, okay, we're good. Like, I love that. So yeah, we talked about it, and she's like, I thought you liked him, that's why we stopped being friends. And I was like, he literally messaged me saying that I'm not good enough to be friends with you guys. That's why. That's literally what he said. He said, I got a screenshot. It was something like that. They're like, oh, you're not good enough to be friends with them, so they don't want to be friends with you anymore. I felt so bad that happened. Yeah, I know, Bailey. We're good. We're good, Bailey. But anyway, I forgot what I was up to. Yeah, she was like, when we were talking about it in person, she was like, oh, I thought you liked him, that's why I stopped being friends with him. And I'm like, I didn't like him. Like, I did not like him at all. And she's like, really? He told me that you liked him, that you wanted to be with him. And I'm like, I did not want to be with them at all. And then we sorted it out, and we're all good. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry that happened, blah, blah, blah. So I think maybe that's why the whole group stopped being friends with me, because they thought I liked him, even though I didn't like him. So yeah, but it made me feel like shit, because he was telling me that they didn't want to be friends with me because I wasn't good enough to be friends with them. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just a really sticky situation. It's really weird.